Hey, what's up guys? It's C-Stacks here, and welcome to the channel. And if you're already a subscriber from my previous card game content, welcome back, and I certainly hope you stick around for this next chapter. Since we last talked, I recently have gone back to my roots of Yu-Gi-Oh, of course, and I've been really invested in Yu-Gi-Oh's new Genesys format. Now, if you're unfamiliar, Genesys format is Konami's newest official way to play Yu-Gi-Oh, in which there are no Link monsters, there are no Pendulum monsters, and the most significant difference is that there is no ban list. Instead, certain cards are assigned a point value, and decks cannot go over a certain threshold. Generally, it's 100 points for tournament, which actually all makes for a really unique format in comparison to advanced format. And I am a huge alternate format guy. I was a big fan of Time Wizard, particularly Edison, while it was being officially supported. But that's a topic for another time. Tonight, we're going to be attending our local shop's weekly 100-point Genesys format tournament. In fact, this is actually our shop's last event of 2025. In fact, I'm actually recording this on New Year's Eve. It is December 30th today. So let's see if we can finish off 2025 with a bang. Or I guess maybe I should say a splash. Super quick deck profile. I don't want to spend too long on this. I'm going to be playing Shark tonight, one of my favorite decks of all time, and I've been having a whole lot of fun with this in Genesys format. I've been playing it like every week.
Live every week like a Shark Week.
I think people at my locals are probably sick of seeing this, but it is my favorite. I'm going to go through this really quick, and I'll point out just where the points are. Also, my dog Zoe is asleep on the chair right next to me, and she snores really loud, so if you hear anything that sounds like snoring, that's what that is. So let's just really quick, rapid fire, go through the main, extra, and side. So we're playing 3 Buzzsaw Sharks, still the best normal summon in the game, 3 Surfacing Big Jaws, both the starter and extender, and 3 Abyss Shark. And then we're on 1 Crystal Shark, Great Shark, 1 Hydrojet Shark, very good card, an Xyz Remora, and 1 Silent Angler. Most people have cut this by now. I still think it's kind of important because there's so many times when you just want another guy. That is it for the monsters. Zero points among the Shark cards, obviously. We're playing 3 7th Tachyon, still somehow 0 points. We're on 3 7th Ascension. I went ahead and played the 1 Rank Up Magic, the 7th one, which I think is a fun card. I wanted to try it. We have Aquajet Surface, which is a Monster Reborn, searchable through our combo. Reincarnation Unveiling Mail, and the full Armored Xyz, searchable by our Xyz Armor Fortress. Playing 1 Virtue Stream. This is a searchable Icarus attack, 1 Xyz Revive Splash. This card is a really important part of your combo. It lets you go into DDD Wave High King Caesar because it is a water monster. And then my favorite part of the deck, we're on 2 Torrential Tribute and 3 copies of Fury of Kyryu Shin. If you're unfamiliar with this card, it is a normal spell that lets you search for Torrential Tribute, and then it can banish itself from grave to save your water monsters from destruction. So 0 points among all these cards here. So the bulk of our points in the main deck, at least, are in the hand traps. We have 3 Ash Blossom, 3 Ghost Ogre, and 3 Ghost Mourner. A lot of points tied up here in 15-point Ash Blossom, so if you wanted to free up some points for something else, that would be a cut you could make. You could play some other hand traps or whatever else you want. That's it for the main deck, 40 cards. Extra deck, we got our boy Shark, and Zexal token. Alright, the Virtue Dragon, this is the card that searches for our Icarus attack. We have the Xyz Armor package for Fortress, Torpedo, and Dark Knight Lancer. We're also playing the Crystal Zero Lancer, Topic Ray Lancer, Stealth Dragon obviously is a very important win condition for this deck. We are playing the 2 Spawn. We have our 101, our C101, Nash Knight, 10 points here, Xyz Nash Knight. We are playing the Shark Drake Levice. I cut the regular Shark Drake. We are only making this with the Xyz Revive Splash. And then our last 20 points is the DDD Wave High King Caesar, which is a water monster, so we can make this with our Xyz Revive Splash. So 30 points in the extra deck here, I believe, with 20 points allocated for Caesar and 10 points for Nash Knight. Side deck is super straightforward and simple. 3 Gamma Seal and 3 Dark Ruler, no more for going second. Usually when I'm going second, it's just these 6 cards, or occasionally we have the Cosmic Cyclone. We're playing 2 Spiritual Water Art for going first. I kind of want to bump this to 3 because it's just the best card when you're going first, pretty much always. 2 Unbreakable Xyz Barrier, which is a Solemn Judgment for Xyz decks, and we're on 2 White Howling, which is kind of a one-sided Imperial Order if you are on water. So that's it for the Shark deck. As I said, it is one of my favorites, so we're going to see how we can do with that tonight. So after I made sure my deck was Genesys legal and ready to go, made sure I had my trusty playmat, trade binder, and anything else I might need, and we were on our way. So with that, we hit the road, and let me tell you, I have not been loving these Ohio winters. It's still pretty early, but it's already really dark, and it's absolutely freezing out. Regardless, I cranked up the tunes, and I spent the drive pondering anti-Nibiru lines in my head, and before too long, we had arrived at No Limit Games. I don't remember if it was Pokemon or Lorcana, but there was at least one other event being held. Luckily, No Limit Games is a fantastic shop with a lot of space, and they make great use of their space, so that's nice. Another thing I really love about my shop is the huge variety of games and hobby-related things they have, not just card games. They carry a ton of video games, video game-related stuff, as well as another personal favorite of mine, Beyblade. That's right, they have a ton of Beyblade stuff now. Apparently Beyblade has really been popping off for them. Beyblade is a huge guilty pleasure of mine. It's right up there with Yu-Gi-Oh! In terms of like childhood IPs that I love that made my parents want to like bash their head against a wall. If I were to pull out my Beyblades from storage, I think I have every version of Pegasus. So anyways, let me know in the comments if you want to see anything relating to Beyblade. Although I think maybe for my wallet it might just be better if you don't. Anyways, now that we were at the shop, we made sure to add our name to the sign-up sheet, and soon it was time for the tournament. All right, we got round 1 in the bag. We got the W against Nate. What are you playing, though? Really cool deck.
Super Quant, just pure Super Quant.
Morphin' time!
Yep. No Magnuses today, unfortunately.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool. So, big fan of the Power Rangers deck, right?
Love the Power Rangers.
Yeah, and he was flexing on me today with the Light and Darkness Dragon mat. So I was coming into the match already feeling like it was an uphill battle. So, anyways, good games.
GG's, homie.
There's like a scratch on the back of it. Does that count as like a sign that it's an ulti? We got a Burning Man with a sword. No, just a moment. Oh well. Alright, I just got styled on round 2, demolished by the superior water duelist here, the true ocean master. What are you playing tonight?
I am playing Goaty.
Goaty.
I'm teaching these fish to synchro summon!
Alright, and what was that you just did to me this first turn? I was just trying to establish a very simple Big Jaws play.
Yeah. So my opening hand was Field Spell, Draco Utopian Aura, O-Fish, one, two, three, and Zap, the red fish, which is traditionally the worst fish to open.
You've essentially bricked here, right?
I have bricked. I have done nothing. I cannot play the game. Right? So I said, I don't know, I have 2 monster negates. What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah, so I just go very modest Tachyon into Big Jaws. What can go wrong?
Yeah. He summons his Big Jaws. I flip my Draco Utopian Aura counterspell, banishing my Zep to take it.
So negate and destroys, and then he gets it.
So I take it, and then because Zep was banished, special summon, and if it's special summon on your opponent's turn, synchro summon. So I synchroed using his cards into Aranpas. Let me make sure I don't take your Big Jaws. Aranpas triggers, banishing my Pisces from deck, who triggered banishing the Zep again to summon, add a fish, banish a fish, added Paces, banish Paces. So that is now out of play.
And not to fear, because I have big jaws, right? Or a buzzsaw, so I can keep playing. But then you hit me with the...
I hit it with the O fish, shuffling back the used Zep back into deck to negate and destroy.
And then I was saying, oh, fish. All right.
And then I had field spell follow up, and I drew a name for turn.
Yeah, absolutely incredible game 3. Anyway, really cool deck. Very cool to lose to the other fish player here. So
The only other fish player,
yeah.
Big Fish.
Yes, the big fish. Anyway, good games.
Good games.
Now, while I definitely could have played that last round a lot better, I think, I was just pretty tickled to lose to such a cool deck, cool player, and another water duelist. Besides, Locals is all about testing, so we live and learn. Now, as far as what everyone is playing at tonight's 100-point Genesys tournament, there's quite a variety, actually. We had Super Quantum, Goatee, Blackwing, Ninja, several other rogue decks. Weirdly enough, I don't think I saw a single Radiant Typhoon player tonight, which is kind of odd because that has been one of the most popular decks in recent weeks. We've had like 3+ players every week on that deck. It is worth mentioning that there has been a recent point update, and that impacted both the Runic half and the Radiant Typhoon portion of that deck. So I guess maybe people just don't believe in the pure version of that deck, which I think is kind of a mistake because I think the Radiant Typhoon cards are pretty sweet. Alright guys, so we just finished the last round. Sorry I forgot to vlog after both of my last matches. I played against Archmage round 3, which is one of the more popular decks of the format. I took that one down 2-0. Played against Memento in the last round. We went to game 3. Game 1 and 2 were both super quick. Game 3 was a little bit more of a back and forth, but I got that one. So that leaves me at 3-1, and that's it, 4 rounds for the night. So we're gonna get our prizes and get out of here. Now, unfortunately, I didn't really get any footage past that as we were starting to wrap up. I was getting pretty tired. So the last few matches finished up, and then we were able to collect our spoils. Now, at a 3-1 record, I think I finished 3rd, I'm not sure. So I got a couple of packs of the newest deck build set, Phantom Revenge. I didn't really get anything spectacular, but I did get a couple of cool tune cards for my brother who's looking to build that deck, which is pretty cool. And with that, Genesys format at No Limit Gaming had concluded for 2025. So we ventured back out into the cold until next time. Hey, what's up guys? It's Editor Stacks here. If you made it this far in the video, I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching. I really appreciate it. It took me a lot longer to make this video and edit it than I expected, hence why I cut out most of the end of year pomp and circumstance stuff because it's late January by now. Regardless, I hope this is just the beginning of a new chapter for the C-Stacks channel moving forward into 2026. 2025 had a whole lot of ups and downs, particularly for me personally, but also for Yu-Gi-Oh! But I think 2026 is looking extremely promising, whether it's the advent of full arts and overframes in the Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG, or it's the introduction of Genesys format main events at YCS's, which was just recently announced. So hopefully we can experience all this stuff together. I hope to bring you an increasing variety of content, both Yu-Gi-Oh! And relating to other games and maybe comics and movies and things like that. Let me know in the comments what kind of content you're interested in seeing. Also, be on the lookout for upcoming Yu-Gi-Oh! Live streams here on the YouTube channel. I'm not sure when this video is going live, but I'm hoping to do my first live stream on Monday, January 26th at around 6 p.m. We're going to do a little bit of Master Duel grinding, a little bit of Genesys testing, and we'll see what else we can get into. So thank you guys again so much for supporting the channel. Please don't forget to subscribe. Let me know what you guys think of this type of vlog content and what other kinds of stuff you want to see in the comments, and I will see you next time. Bye.